Disclaimer. I'm not a Monarch player. I'm not a previous Monarch player. I played frogs with Monarchs in them, but that is not an indication in any way of me knowing this deck. Just in case anyone wants to ride my ass about Monarchs, because this deck takes so much skill to play. Video begin. End of disclaimer. 3 Ether. 3 Erebus. I'm not going to take the time to explain any of these because, everybody's a Monarch expert and they already know. 3 Caius. I still like Caius. It can be a dead draw if you go first and it's the only, Monarch card you have and you're just sitting there with it, but I still like it. It's good removal. Just and 1 tributes. You're not always gonna have domain. Even though you can search it, like you could search it an obscene amount, but even still, if your opponent's playing any kind of extra deck, base deck, they're gonna go out of their way to get rid of domain. So I like the 1 tributes because I always open the Eidos, whatever the fuck his name is, instead of Idea. So just the 1 tribute, and the 1 tribute with Stormforth is just good as well. I just like having it, and Caius is Caius the best one. And then for my last tribute monster, I tech in 1 Hino Kagasuchi for the reason that I like spirits, and this deck has an obscene amount of ways to tribute summon, as it is a Monarch deck, and that's what this deck does, is tribute summon. For those who don't know, Hino Kagasuchi states whenever he does battle damage to your opponent, during their draw phase, they discard their hand, and then they draw a card. So if they have a good amount of hand, this guy will take it all away. But like every other spirit monster, at the end phase, he returns to your hand. So you give up field presence, but you take out their hand, which can be a good thing because you're leaving them top decking. 3 Idea. And 3 Eidos. I always draw Eidos before Idea in all of my matches. In every match I've played, I've drawn like at least 2 Eidos before I even got to an Idea. But that's just how it goes. That's why I like the regular Caiuses, and I can't afford Mega Caius and any other Mega Monarch except for ones that nobody plays. We got Landrobe. I really like Landrobe. I got over Infinity when I played this deck by targeting. Do you want to book it or do you want to negate it and then Stormforth over it? This one, I like all the additional tribute summons. It's fairly nice. And 3 Effect Veilers, because Effect Negation's fairly decent. And then 1 BLS. You run a good amount of Light and Dark monsters in this deck. And who doesn't like to be a faggot every now and then and drop BLS and win? And plus, if you're playing the mirror match and your opponent Fog Kings you can just BLS and get over it. For spells, 3 of the Pantheism, 3 Tenacity, 3 Stormforth, 3 Domain, 1 Return, and 1 March. I almost never actually use these cards. I don't feel like you really need them that much. I mean, they're great when you see them. Like this one. Like, if you draw it, it's great, but I've never really felt the need to search it out because this deck is very heavy hitting as it is, and plus return, like, you can get to your Monarchs most of the time fairly simple because you have the draw power. So this card, most of the time, if by the time you draw it, you don't even need it. Yeah, and 1 Twin Twister. I like the maining. I've been maining Twin Twister in all the decks I've been playing lately. Then the last cards are 3 Prime Monarchs. Prime Monarch's really good. It helps you in defend. It helps you recycle. It keeps you in the grind game if you happen to go into a grind game. Just makes you don't run out of resources. It keeps your Pantheisms, like, you can just be a dickweed and just keep pulling out 3 of the same cards because you just keep recycling them. Be like, okay, which one of these Stormforce do you want to give me? Which one of these Tenacities do you want to give me? Because you just recycle your resources. It's all really good. Great card. But yeah, that is the deck. Obviously, Monarchs, no extra deck. I don't go into side decks because side decks are just tailored to our locals, and each of our locals are different. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you took the time to watch all of that. Like I said, if you're ready to ride my ass on Monarchs, get right on it. There's plenty of room for everyone. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Jables out.